been a while. I've moved. So, and I've started a job, and I moved to a city. This city. For those who have been watching my vlogs a while, they'll know I lived here before, but that I've also been wanting to get back while it happened. So yesterday at work, I have a half-hour unpaid break, and I haven't written in my journal on break for the first 4 shifts that I worked. Well, I don't have breaks every shift because it depends on the amount of hours you work, but my desk is anyway, what happened is I actually chilled out and sat at a little small table with some lemon iced tea that they had, and I sipped a little and finished the last few pages of this journal. So just to give you I'll show you, by the way. See? Oh, you can't. Oh, it's zero visibility. You can't see the CN Tower. That's my view. The windows are dirty, and they're working on the balconies. That's what you see the ropes there for. But see, guys. Well, you can sort of see it. You can see it. You can see the tower itself, but not the viewing areas, like where you can see outside the tower. Look at that. That's called zero visibility, my friends. It'll pass. Anyway, isn't my view great though? Like, seriously. At my desk, the windows are going to be changed when they renovate, but at my desk, right above my computer, that's the CN Tower right there, see? It's an iconic place in Toronto that you just see from everywhere, and it's in like so many photographs and stuff, and I just think it's cool that I can see it from my desk, in the living room. Okay, so this is the journal that I finished. It's a paper blank, 240 pages. I bought it overseas because it's got that different money sign in Canada, and I taped in my receipts during the time period that I was living on my own while my husband was already here working. So when I went shopping, grocery shopping, I taped in my receipts, and instead of doing back and forth, like putting the thicker folded part at the bottom and then the thicker folded part at the top, which would have evened the journal out, I did them all at the bottom. But in a way, I kind of like it because from here, this journal looks pretty straight. That's pretty paper, isn't it? And see, the clasp just does it. Oh, and then you see where it goes. Then you see, that's what it looks like. So that's what it looks like, folks. We're gonna open it up. Sorry about my hands. There we go. Okay, so this is journal number 39. I started it Saturday, November 12th, 2016. And I finished it yesterday, Wednesday, July 12th, 2017. And then I usually put belongs, and I have my old address, and then I put some of my social media stuff and my old numbers there and that. And then here I put change of address because I knew my address would be changing, and I explained a bit more, and then I got my address and my new phone number. So we're just going to do a quick flip through. So I want to start this paper journal in a nice way. And then I'm just going to do, Railway City Tourism, like my post just now. Leonard Cohen died on the 7th of November. 3 days before his passing was made public. Okay, well, that's sad. So I'm not gonna, whatever you read, I'm sorry if you see some stuff that you shouldn't. I'm watching Netflix Black Mirror. Oh yeah, I didn't see season 1, but I saw season 2. I saw season 3, and I loved the first episode especially. But there's another great episode that's sitting with me. It's the one where they can put their consciousness to a different time and just women find each other. And anyway, it was really good. There's a lot of good episodes. And then, so yeah, so here's me writing. Oh, and that's where Trevia wrote. shout out to Trevia if you watch this. I don't think she watched this, but that's okay. That's okay. But I like it when I get people to write in my paper journal. Not only does it fill up a few more pages, but it also helps. Oh, the ear infection that'll never seem to go away. It also helps. Yeah, me applying for a job and not getting it, but things worked out because shortly after, yeah, March 16th, I received the email saying no to me getting the job in St. Thomas. And so 16th, March 27th, my husband started his new job here in Toronto. We were like, we're out of here then. What was there for me? This smelled so good. I wonder if it does anymore. Probably not. Here I am still. So this is where the receipts start, where I just like kept buying lots of stuff. But this was a good time period for me and my husband to be apart. Not financially, but for me to like take care of everything on my own, be more self-reliant, just take care of things. Buying journals, because as if I don't have enough blanks, right? But mostly I was buying, and I made my own cappuccinos. I was like, I don't need you anymore, husband. But this is where all the receipts are, like the living it up days. This was my receipt for paying cash to the moving man, the Freeman Moving Company or whatever. They're in St. Thomas. There's two different ones, but there's one that's been around a very long time. And they moved all of our furniture, but I paid ahead as soon as we had the money. And then husband was crashing with people for the first little bit. And then he had his birthday, and here I am writing about fasting. Yeah. I tried that. It didn't exactly work out, so because I ate a lot of stuff. Mostly salads. I loved the garden salad with dill pickles in it and fruit trays. Like look at all that fruit. Metro. Living it up. Oh, here's me visiting Toronto. Now this visit, the April 27th one, is that the one where we actually got the tickets? Yeah, that's the one where we not tickets, but we got the keys to this apartment. So husband was able to move in. He was staying with somebody in the same building that we're living in now, and he got an apartment here, and well, we both did. I had to come in to help sign on the lease and everything because I'd submitted my stuff. There was time we went to sign the lease, put the keys, and he didn't have to couch surf anymore. So there you go. And then I had to go back to St. Thomas, and then I ate my feelings. So many grocery receipts, I said. Yeah. I really thought that I wouldn't stress out, but I did. It was stressful. Okay, so anyway, yeah, oh, movies. Oh yeah, husband came back to help pack, and we ended up seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which was great. I really do like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And then we also went out with one of my old best friend, Jeremy. We went to Port Stanley, and we went there, and I had vegan tacos, and so did Jeremy. So yeah, and then, so it was just a matter of time. So it was about packing. I packed. The big packing was mostly books, right? Try not to show you guys too much because it's like, all we had. Was it good? Oh, it was a horror flick? Oh, for once not a crappy horror flick, I said. Oh, there I met Amy and her daughter. Just one of those random... Yeah, I did mention somebody that we'd help move. Sorry about that. Hey, it's my personal journal. I can write whatever I want. So, yeah, watching The Get Down. That was so good. I binge watched The Get Down on Netflix before it was gonna go away. Oh, that was my upstairs neighbor. I talked to her on the phone the other day. Betty Lou. I need to write. I do. Yeah, I really got into The Get Down. And get the soundtrack. It's really good. Get Down is really good. I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. I'm continuing to watch it Get Down. Yeah. I was sad that it was done. That was after walking about 20k steps. Yeah. Yeah. 1st June. I watched House of Cards. I watched all of House of Cards, and I think my husband ended up stopping again. He told me to get back into it because he was told it was good. They got good, so I did. I watched all of it, but he didn't. Went for a walk. Oh, I saw my doctor. I mean, I like my doctor. I think he's a good doctor. I mean, he has his good days, he has his bad days, but like, you know, like grumpy days or sociable days, but I've had a good time. He's been prescribing that I move away for a long time, and I got to follow my doctor's orders, and he's still my doctor. I'm going to see him just like I did when I lived in Toronto before, but I mean, he knew that I needed to come back for my health as well. It's what you want in life. Where you need to be, and it's turned out to be really good. So there was a heat wave when husband showed up to like pack the last few days right before the movers would come on the 15th. So, but it turned out to be like an intense heat wave, like feeling sick heat wave, and we had to like, there was no excuses. We had to push it and get everything packed because moving company, you know. Well, hot. I feel gassy. Well, that's great, Amber. So we are almost entirely packed up despite the heat on Monday and Tuesday. We pushed through last night especially and did great. Yeah, there was a cooler temp right before. Yeah, he's furious. He's calmer. Yeah, he was calm. Just letting go. The process, moving was awesome in that all the packing up, I let go of so much stuff, like from paper stuff like letters and postcards and stuff you never would have thought a snail mail, a journal writing person would ever, and book lover would ever get rid of. I let go of so many things, like of emotional attachment, and just things like so many garbage bags of stuff that you'd be amazed at what you put in your closets or that you just have. Yeah, we did get things done. And we bickered a little bit, but we got it all done. Just a few more hours left. Where did I say? It was an emotional process, this packing, as I put more thought into it and really let go of things I never thought I would and could. Yep, and 15th is moving day. Not for me, but for all of our belongings. Me and the cats would stay behind. So 16th, sitting in my underwear on the cot in front of the AC. Yep. Burning through monthly data usage, that's for sure. And my friend Jeremy would be picking me up on the 17th, so... But I used so much data, because we didn't have internet, so I was listening to... So the next time I wrote, 16th was the day before moving. 17th was the day that my friend Jeremy picked me up, and with the cats and just a couple bags, and everything went awesome. Moving day with the cats went very well. Yeah, when I got in here, it was chaos, and I rearranged furniture and got things sorted, and then I packed, like during the heat. I unpacked, I mean, just like on and on and on. And then the other things that happened was I went into an orientation for college, which I just received email today saying that, you know, I'm accepted for the program, and I'm asking them to delay me till January for consideration because I started a job. Yeah, so I'm working a part-time job right now because we definitely could use some money, especially after the cost of moving and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I'd be finished the journal. Yeah, I didn't write in it, so Laying on the cool floor out of the sun. Yeah, these floors, they're heated, but they're also cool. So they're heated in the winter and they're cool in the summer. And not just the wood floor, but the hard floor in the bathroom, the kitchen. It's like this hard ceramic stuff. Oh, look at the tuft of cat hair. Sorry, guys. That's the other thing of not having carpet and having cats and stuff. This stuff just, yeah, I will throw that out. This stuff is more, yeah, anyway. But I don't mind. It's better than it being captured in carpet, so then we can see it and clean it up. Anyway, I laid right here. Like, this is my book nook with my bra. I'm sorry, guys. You saw my bra. I hung it up after work yesterday. Because, you know, if you sweat a bit. Shout out to all us other big ladies with the... I'm sure other people sweat too. I'm just saying. It's anyone who understands the struggle. I went from having a book room to a book nook. So, ignore the bra. And see the lights? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So there's like lights. There's these two shelves. And then my zines in that. And then if we go around here, you'll see more of my books there. We aren't totally done yet. We got balcony furniture in here until they finish renovating the balcony. See what I'm talking about? When they are, this will look different and the bikes won't be there. And then there's my poetry bookshelf way over there. Shout out to the bookshelf. Hey! No, it's great. Poetry bookshelf is so good. That's a good shelf too. It's really old, but it stands up. Well, of course it does. It's a shelf. But anyway, I got a job. I started my first shift July 6th. So yeah. So that was good. So yeah, I love the cool floor. So like I was saying, during the unpacking, I just sort of like would crash out right here with a pillow, lay on the floor. It feels so cool. And then I would get back to more unpacking. I had to finish every box, at least of all this stuff. And then yeah, this was my last entry writing in my journal yesterday on break. And a lot of it, I said, doesn't feel the same because it isn't the same, and that's a good thing. I'm different, and a lot has happened since, you know, the years before. I can't even remember exactly what years it was. All I did was try, and I'll keep trying. I have a different perspective, and it helps that I have my pension and that I don't have a uterus and won't bleed to death, and then I'm married in a more stable home situation. I've learned more about myself and people overall, and it's nice to be hired for a change and other reasons. It's just better timing kind of thing. The fact that I haven't even lived here a month yet, not even a month, and I already have a job, that's really awesome. I didn't expect that to happen. I looked at the job as a fluke, recognized it, and here I am. So yeah, I am pretty happy and thankful and grateful. I was already happy and thankful to be back. If you look at my Flickr or my other videos, like the videos that aren't journaling videos, you'll see that I did a lot of walking and exploring a few days after the packing was done. Like right after I was done packing, I got out there, and I'm just so thankful to be here. I want to make the most of being here, that's for sure. So I'm thankful. And this is my final page of my journal. What I say? That this was a blank. Oh, that this one is a blank I bought in an airport. Yeah, it is. So happy that I actually live in Toronto again. Just a few months ago, it was a dream, a wanted, yearning place, and now I'm here. I'm sitting at a small table tucked away in a corner, writing in my paper journal on my break at work. Life is amazing, eh? I'm doing well. I think the walks I took before I got the job of being on my feet at work is helping me to lose weight. I'm going to fill all those great t-shirts before the end of summer, I hope. Husband is at home making shake and bake tofu for supper tonight, and I am so freaking fortunate to be here. That's how I ended this journal. Sometimes I end with like different things. So this is in my pocket. I used the pocket this time. So here is one of the notes that I traded, that I got from Betty Lou. We started becoming pen pals. Here's a checklist I used to have on our cupboard in the kitchen. to like basically keep us on track, to not give away money. Yeah. Oh, what a bad. Do not buy lots of stuff to fill emptiness and vast void. Yep. Love each other through everything. This is one of my proof of payments, TTC. Saturday, July 8th. Oh, it was my second shift. My first full shift. Here's a card from me. Oh, it's from Emily. Emily is a longtime friend of my husband's and a friend of mine. And this is one of the cards, like, I got rid of a lot of stuff, but here's a card that I've got still. And this card is from, my pen pal friend. Oh, sorry guys. This card is from my pen pal friend Heather. She's so freaking talented and artsy. Like, this is July 6th. Okay, so this would have been orientation day. This is another transfer TTC. This is a card from the mover. That's the moving company. They did really well overall. I mean, there's one guy that was part of the crew that, but the other two guys are real go-getters, and they did really well, and so no complaints. Everything's here. Here's another transfer. Oh yeah, that's July 6th. What's this? Oh, another note from my friend. Yeah, we would leave the notes on each other's doors because she lived above me in the building. This here is like from the day after we moved, that I got here, and we had delivery veggie sushi. I know, look at all that money we spent before I like had to sit down and go, so how much money do we have to work with? And he's like, oh crap, we have nothing. Like, well, this is why we're back together again, so that we can be on track. But that was really nice, like, to break up all the moving, to like have that. And so this was really cool to have delicious sushi delivered to us in the city that I love, and I'm grateful. That was neat. And then here is my favorite thing ever in this, and this is Trevia and her husband Thomas, and they're awesome. And we were invited to their wedding and we couldn't go, but yeah, that's when I was still bleeding to death. I couldn't go. No, I was recovering. No, I was 2016. Yeah, I was recovering from surgery. I had the surgery in October. Middle of October, I had abdominal hysterectomy last year, so they were so cool. All of their wedding photos are just the best things ever. It, like, basically, if I could have gone to any wedding, I would have definitely gone to theirs, because they're so cool. It was so awesome. I loved the video and the photos of them. It was just such a, it was so them. It was so cool. Okay, so that was my old journal, and it's gonna go on the shelf, which you can see. That shelf there is the journaling shelf, the filled journals. So this is a new journal. It's not my usual type. I'm not really a spiral kind, you know, but I did get this at an airport. I think it was probably on the trip to Scotland and Ireland that I got this. That's what I figure is when I got this. But I got it at the airport here, probably in Canada, obviously. So it was Toronto, and I've wanted to come back home to Toronto forever. Now I live here, and so I thought, since this has been in my blanks pile, my blank journals are over there, by the way. They're all tucked in there of various sizes, so I've got plenty to choose from. But I want to write in this one because I wanted to start it before or as I was moving here, but I didn't finish writing in time. So here you go. So Toronto Islands, which have had a tough time this year because water level is too high. Kensington Market. There you go. You're seeing some various places. It's not showing you the beaches, but that's like one of my favorite places. I haven't been there yet since I moved back though. Roy Thompson Hall. I have a friend who works there. And yeah, so. So there you go. That's the cover. You just saw the back. And inside, I've put journal number 40. First entry will be today, Thursday, July 13th, 2017. Then I put last entry. Then I put this journal belongs to. And then I put all that info. And this is cool that it's 100% recycled paper. Look at that, also in French. And I started it already. So this one shouldn't take too long. How many pages is it? Did it even say? I don't think it said. But this won't take me that long, especially, well, it depends, because I am working and I'm kind of, I don't have a set routine of everything I'm doing. But it's certainly not a big journal compared to, it's certainly not a, like, there you go, right? There you go. So thanks for watching, listening. Happy writing. Oh, and for what pens I'm using, I'm gonna still be using these Papermate pens. I really love these. I have a fondness for these. I really like the pen, the ink of these ones. They're a classic for me. Yeah, so that's a pen I'm using. And happy journaling to you and yours. So to all my text journalers out there, thanks. Thanks for getting this, for getting what I do. Yeah, generally I don't have this many paste-ins or glue-ins or tape-ins, but it was, I thought, I don't know, I just felt it was important. Not important, I just felt like obsessively keeping track of all my grocery receipts during that time period. It was important, you know, in that it was an important time of change for me. I am so happy to be here in Toronto. So this is where I live now, and this is where I'm gonna start this journal. Paper journal number 39. You can go right here. Looks like I have one. Or right here. Sure. So these are my paper journals. Sorry about the mess, but I just moved less than a month ago. But see, these are the used paper journals. These over here are the blanks, just waiting. But there's a finished one. That's, oh, it fits. Sorry, sort of. There we go. Yeah. So this is my book area. Just still getting it worked out. Making things work, kinda. And welcome to a new journal. And ideally I'd be showing this and showing you the CN Tower in the distance, but it's a bit of cloud cover. Oh, there it is, peeking out. And then see, this is my new journal that I'm gonna write in Toronto. With Toronto right there. Look, I'm in Toronto. Toronto. Oh, there she's peeking, she's showing. Look at her. Look at that tower.